If I were 18, 28, or 48, here's what I would do instead of going to college or getting an MBA. Welcome, colleagues. George Sloan. This is Myford University. Um, Please visit myforduniversity.com. Get on our mailing list. A lot of good content there. Give us a like and a share on this channel. Look, if I were sitting down and talking to my 18-year-old self, my 28-year-old self, and my 48-year-old self, share with you exactly the advice I'd give myself. 18, I would say do not go to college in this day and age. Okay, in this day and age, it did work in the past, but now I would not do it. It's a whole different ball game. What I would do instead is this: I would either go and do apprenticeship type situations where I get paid next to nothing, but I might try it in a couple different industries and a couple different companies, small businesses perhaps. Or the other approach I would use is I would start a small business. Now, if you're a young kid and you don't have a lot going for you in terms of dollars and cents, there are plenty of small businesses that you could start that solve problems for people that people are willing to pay you for that don't require a lot of capital. Um, I remember a story a long time ago. One of my classmates, his father was the president of a small bank, and he had said, instead of sending him to college, I should have set him up in a business of either painting or landscaping. And I might have said to myself, uh, and would tell myself, maybe that's where you start. And that could blossom into other things. Or if you don't like what you're doing, you could sell it and move on. So I would, in addition to that, again, either going and doing apprentice oriented work or going and doing my own small businesses, I would make sure I was actively reading, taking some courses, and obviously getting some certifications. All right, so that's one set of pathways if I were talking to my 18-year-old self today. Now, if I were talking to my 28-year-old self, assuming for a second that I went to a corporate job and I've gotten to the point where I'm 28 and I'm like, I think I want to go and get my finish my college degree or go get my MBA. I would be telling myself not to do that either. What I would say to myself instead is go and talk to your employer and say, I want to take on some additional projects. If I succeed in doing these, I'd like a bonus of XYZ if I do it by such and such a date to these metrics. How would I accomplish that? I would, again, start doing a lot more of the diving into books, courses, and certifications, in particular, those certifications. Because certifications are quick and dirty. You can do them in days, weeks, months at most, not years, and they're usually relatively inexpensive. Oh, and the good news is, if I was in the corporate world, my employer would probably be paying for them. So that would be what I would say to a 28-year-old or my 28-year-old self. Okay, finally, 48. At this point, you're probably in middle management and you are disillusioned and you're thinking, okay, I need to do something. Maybe I should get that MBA. Um, at 48, I would start thinking about the idea of definitely moving into one of two areas. I would look to go into a smaller company that's looking to grow, or I might even consider consulting or consider starting my own business, which consulting effectively is. I would really focus in on developing more thought leadership, trying to get published, writing, building up your credibility and expertise, because at that point you've got quite a bit of experience that you can share that can add value. You'd be far better served to do this than to go and get an MBA degree, for example. Go and do some, weekend seminars where you go and sit and take leadership studies and courses. They're out there. They're quick and dirty. You don't have to waste a whole lot of time, and you're still learning and earning and developing yourself. But I think I would, at that point, have said to myself again, do not go and get additional traditional higher education. Don't waste the time. Even if it were doing it part time, it's still going to eat into a lot of your time. Take on new initiatives. Consider going to a smaller business or starting your own. If you want to learn more, and I will be discussing more and more pathways to traditional education alternatives, Visit myforduniversity.com, visit this channel, or visit even the sub-channel of this one, the MBA Accelerator. There's a bunch of content. It's going to be a whole lot more. We'll dig a lot deeper into this topic as the weeks progress. I'm George Sloan. I want to thank you for joining us. We believe in learning it fast and applying it faster to get real world results. And then you get the outcomes that you are looking for, usually a raise, a promotion, or a new job, or you successfully launch a small business. Thank you again. We'll see you the next time.